Hello friends, this is Bob Veal. Thank you for watching this video. The title of this video today is called Meaningful Mondays. Why this title? What are Mondays? Monday is usually the day we go back to work after Sunday, vacation day. So let's think about this question. Are Mondays meaningful, or is it a sad day? Is it a day that you don't like to face? What kind of question is this? When you go back to work, do you want to go back to work? And what kind of work am I talking about? I'm talking about teachers, shopkeepers, engineers, taxi drivers, all kinds of jobs, managers. Yes, managers are workers too. And don't forget those who don't get paid, the housewife, the grandparents who watch the children, those who volunteer. So, to know whether Mondays are meaningful, to know whether work is meaningful, let's think about the purpose of work. Is it to make money? I mean, this is the natural answer to that question. Everybody's going to answer the purpose of work is to make money. But I say, wait, not so fast. I do agree that we look for work, we seek work, we begin work to make money. We have to live, we have to buy food, a house, apartment. But I want to put forth a rather shocking idea maybe, and that once you begin to work, your main motivation in the workplace is not to make money, but what? To serve. This is your main motivation. And before you turn off the video, let's listen further. First of all, let's go to the scientific research, which has looked at the motivations of people in the workplace. Many studies have been performed about what motivates people and what makes them happy or sad in the workplace. Interestingly, these studies have shown that money is not what makes people like or dislike their work. The main factor that makes people happy is knowing that their work is meaningful, to know that they make a difference. And what makes work meaningful? It is serving others. I would suggest that it's serving others, that it's serving customers, serving co-workers, and yes, serving your managers. Let's keep going. So what do you think the purpose of your work is? Money or serving? If you're like most people and say money, then let's look at the consequences of that idea. Yes, ideas do have consequences. If everybody in the workplace was simply interested in making money, what would result? First of all, the workplace would be competitive. I win, you lose. You'd try to show off that you were better. There would be conflict, not cooperation. There would be politics, not cooperation. There would be favoritism. However, if you believe that your main purpose of working is serving others, customers, co-workers, managers, then what's the result of that? If everybody did that in the workplace, what would be the result? First of all, the society we live in would be very harmonious. There'd be more cooperation, not complaining or selfishness or bad language. And the workplace too, your own workplace would be harmonious. No politics, no corruption. And of course, you yourself would change because there'd be harmony in you. There would be no internal conflicts, no two faces. You do what you know is right. No need to have two faces, one side or another. It's a rather radical worldview, but where can we find such a worldview? Where can we read about it? I would suggest let's turn to the Christian faith. Let's turn to the Christian faith because the Christian faith puts the virtue of serving at a very, very high level. Indeed, at the highest level. From the very beginning, when Jesus came into this world, and Jesus is the foundation of the Christian faith. Jesus, what does it say in the Bible? The Bible is the standard for the Christian faith. The Bible says Jesus what? Made himself nothing, taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. So even Jesus was a servant, and he modeled what it was to be a servant. Later, Jesus himself said, just as the Son of Man did not come to serve, to be served, but to serve, and to give his life for a ransom for many. And just as Jesus served, we are called to serve also. From the Bible. If we look at the book of Ephesians, what does it say? Let's look at a verse that is often misinterpreted and used wrongly. But let's look at it first. In Ephesians it says, slaves, obey your earthly masters. Many people have said, see, the Bible encourages slavery. But no. In our day we would interpret it not slaves and masters, but employees and employers. So with that substitution, let's read the verse again. For our modern ears, employees, obey your employers with respect and fear, with a sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Obey them not only to win their favor when their eye is on you, but like slaves of Christ, do the will of God from your heart. Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord, not men, because you know the Lord will reward everyone for whatever good he does, whether he is employee or free. This idea of serving is very central in the Bible. And likewise managers. If we could keep reading in Ephesians and substitute the word manager for master. And managers, treat your employees in the same way. Do not threaten them, since you know that he who is both their master and yours is in heaven, and there is no favoritism with him. The Bible teaches us to serve. And what a harmonious society it would be if we did serve and we embraced this worldview. It's radical. It's life-changing. So the conclusion of the message, what I'd like to challenge you with today, is will you do what you already know will help society? Will you build a harmonious workplace? Will you do what you know is right that will give you inner peace? Will you do what is right? Or are we going to continue to live the way we've always lived? Never changing, never moving towards what we know is right. If your ears are open, if your mind is open to think about these words, then do so. And if you really want to know what it is to serve, then hear what the Bible has to say. You won't be disappointed. Thank you. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.